Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into her side, Chief. It's coming from the island of Tinian to Lake. We just delivered the bomb. Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water, vessel down in 12 minutes. You see the first shot for about a half hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know how you know what that in the water, Chief? You can tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know was that our bomb mission had been so secret. No distress signal had been sent. They didn't even let us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief, shots come cruising, so we formed ourselves into tight groups. It was kind of like you see in the calendars, you know, the infantry squares in the old calendars, like the Battle of Waterloo, and the idea was that the shots come to the nearest man. And man, he started pounding and hollering, and sometimes that shock would go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shock, he looked you right in the eye, right into your eyes, you know. The thing about a shock, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't even seem to be living until he bites you. Those black eyes roll over, white, and then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. Oceans turn red, despite all the pounding and hollering. They all come in. They rip you to pieces. You know, I ended up hurt. Dawn, about 100 men. I don't know how many shots, maybe 1,000. I don't know how many men, they average 6 an hour. On Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland. Baseball player, bosom mate. I was asleep. I reached over to wake him up. He bobbed up down in the water. He was looking kind of upended. Yeah, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. At noon of that day, Mr. Lockheed Ventura swung it low and he saw us. He was a young pilot, a lot younger than Mr. Hooper here. Anyway, he saw us and he come in low, and 3 hours later a big fat PBY comes down and starts to pick us up. You know, the first time I was most frightened, waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a life jacket again. So, 1,100 men into the water, 316 men come out, the sharks took the rest. June 29, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb. Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into her side, Chief. He was coming back from the island of Tinian to Lake. He just delivered the bomb. Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. I didn't see the first shark for about a half hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know how you know that in the water, Chief? You can tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know was that our bomb mission had been so secret, no distress signal had been sent. And even listed us overdue for a week. Very first flight, Chief. Sharks come cruising. So we formed ourselves into tight groups. Kind of like you see in the calendars, you know, the infantry squares into the old calendars, like the Battle of Waterloo. And the idea was the shock come to the nearest man. That man, he starts pounding and hollering, and sometimes the shock, you go away. But sometimes, you wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks you right into you, right into your eyes. You know the thing about a shark? He's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't even seem to be living until he bites you. Those black eyes roll over white, and then, you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. Oceans turn red, and despite all the pounding and hollering, you all come in and they rip you to pieces. You know, by the end of the first dawn, lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks, maybe 1,000. I don't know how many men. They average 6 an hour. Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland. Baseball player, bosom mate. I thought he was asleep. Reached over to wake him up. He bobbed up and down the water. He was like a kind of top, upended. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. At noon on the 5th day, Mr. Lockheed Ventura swung in low when he saw us. He was a young pilot, a lot younger than Mr. Hooper. Anyway, he saw us and he come in low, and 3 hours later, a big fat PBY come down and starts to pick us up. You know, that was the time I was most frightened, waiting for my turn. I never put on a life jacket again. So 1,100 men went into the water, 316 men come out, sharks took the rest. June 29th, 1945. Anyway, we live at the bone. Anywhere, we live at the bone. But sometimes you don't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks right into you, right into your eyes. You know the thing about a shark, Chief? He's got a lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't even seem to be living until he bites you. Those black eyes roll over white, and then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. Ocean turns red, and despite all the pounding and hollering, they all come in and they rip you to pieces. I went to night school, Professor, a very special night school, and they taught us all about coronaviruses.
This advertisement was authorized by Mike Webb.
Thunk, I could have had a vaccine.